Get high rapper, the man hour. You already know. It's live. It's raw. It's going down. Like this. I'm going around and letting everybody know that they welcome to the show. It's the latest thing you ever seen, you already know. Let me introduce you to your host of the hour. It be Mike and Mike. Yeah, it's the man hour. Got the hottest plays, all the breaking news. Every rumor, every trade, every breaking bruise. Tighten up the screws. Yeah, it's going down. Have you saying what the fuck and never watered down. It's going down. I'll be rolling up. And if you buy it or you sell it, then you made the cut. Watch me flip it back. I can double up. I got sriracha for that ass, I'ma burn it up. Gotta check the rules and know that it be fair foul. Rep throw the whistle, coach throw the towel. We can do this on the field or outside the lines. It's the man hour though, now we going live.
And what is up, everybody? Michael Buckeister here with my man, Michael Blah, here on the Mike and Mike Man Hour, coming at you on the noon edition, rtsportsnetwork.com. First things first thing, Mike, what is up, brother?
What's going on, man?
Oh, it is another beautiful day here in southern Indiana. Hot as hell. I'm sure it's there hot as hell as Texas. But guys, before we get too carried away, Mike, we're doing a giveaway over here. $100 Amazon gift card, guys. All you got to do is like the Facebook page. That's all you got to do. Once we get up to 500 likes, we're going to give away that Amazon gift card. But you can get additional entries by simply sharing this live feed right now, joining one of our Tash Talk groups, and, of course, being a part of a top fans as well. How do you become a top fan? You like you asked? Simply comment with us in the chat. Interact with us. Is that freaking easy? And Mike, it just came to me. We should give our top fans a little something special, right? We should reward them. What do you think we should reward them with? Maybe some Mike and Mike merch.
Yeah, we should do some Mike and Mike merch.
Yeah, well, if you guys would go over to themanhour.com, we have merchandise over there right now. So if you are a top fan, I believe we have 3 or 4 of them right now. Guys, go over to the Mike and Mike Man Hour, I should say, and pick out a t-shirt, pick out a coffee mug, a hat, or whatever you would like. That site goes live tonight at midnight. So Mike and Mike Man Hour tonight at midnight, East Coast time, that will go live. So if you're a top fan, hit me up on my inbox and go over there. So, Mike, it is hot. It's humid in this beautiful state that we live in, the beautiful world. And every good man uses some deodorant, right?
I mean, you would hope so.
Yeah, I mean, deodorant keeps you fresh and not so stinky. But as of lately, my wife is kind of a what's the word I'm looking for? She's a tree hugger. She all like save the earth. She wants to recycle, and you have to use steel straws instead of plastic straws because they get in fish or like whatever, yada yada yada. Well, now she's on this kick that I can't use anti-perspirant deodorant because it has aluminum in it for you, and it's bad for your skin.
Oh.
I was like, what? Like, I've been using this for 30 years. Like, why all of a sudden is it bad? Or not 30 years, but 20 years. Like, why all of a sudden is it bad? Like, it didn't make any sense to me whatsoever. I was just kind of like, apparently there's like aluminum in it. Like, have you heard anything about that at all?
I mean, don't you drink out of an aluminum can?
Yeah. Don't you wrap food up with an aluminum foil? Don't you wrap that baked potato in aluminum foil that you just ate for supper, honey?
Yeah, I mean, the aluminum cooks into it, right? I mean, you're eating it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man, because it doesn't have that antiperspirant, right? So you get the sweat stains.
Yeah, well, supposedly the aluminum that is in the deodorant like clogs your pores and it's bad for your skin. And she's on this healthy skin kick. She's doing this cream stuff. She has me doing this balding shampoo, which is actually working really, really well. Like, I was a little thinning on top, but I've been starting to use that and starting to see some growth in it, which is kind of surprising, actually. But
getting your hair back, Bob?
Well, I've always had the selective peak happening, right? But I was getting a little thin on top. I was starting to look like my old man. But now, dude, like honestly, I've been using it for like a week and I see a difference, like hands down. So,
is it the placebo effect?
no, because I actually did take before pictures and after pictures for the lady that because this is like a one their test product. So like I'm kind of like their animal guinea pig testing subjects, right? So I did take a before picture and like a current picture. Like we're roughly like a week and a half in. So I mean, yeah, there's a little bit of happening over there, but nonetheless, I secretly am not going to use the deodorant. I don't like smelling or stinking.
Thing I couldn't get over, like.
I don't know. It just there's something about wet armpits that I just don't like. Like I feel like I gotta walk around with with my arms up now, so they don't like ever get a chance of like sweating.
I would tell my wife, I'd be like, babe, kind of smell like onions. I'm gonna need you to go put the real deodorant on.
I don't know. I mean, I support her in like all of her crazy little antics and whatnot because like I do love her from the bottom of my heart. But baby, I draw the line here. I don't care. I'm putting aluminum underneath my armpits if it helps me stay fresh and stay clean. Sorry, City has like a lot of these big, like these little quirks that I've grown to love, and I kind of pick on her a lot about them for. Like for example, her food can't touch. So like if she has like steak and like corn, like the corn and steak can't touch. They have to be like separated by like an inch. So
my daughter is like that. Macy's like. She cannot let like
I don't understand. I'm like you're putting it in your mouth and it's all going to the same spot and it comes out the same spot. So what's the big deal? I mean,
I get that. Yeah, Macy, it can't touch it. She won't let it touch either.
Is there like something like called like that? Like
I think so. Me and my wife aren't picky. Like, and you know what's crazy is like my daughter is like she has a lot of things that she's super super picky about. I'm picky when it comes to food. I mean, I'm not like really picky, but I'm not going to eat like Brussels sprouts, collard greens, like, stuff like that. I'm not going to eat that. I don't like broccoli. Like, I'm not super picky, but I am picky. But my daughter, my wife, she's not picky at all. She'll eat pretty much anything as long as it tastes good to her.
Right. I'm the same way. Shit.
No, Macy will look at something and be like, it looks gross. I'm not eating it. Nope, it looks gross. I'm not eating it. Then she does this, fuck.
That was probably a perfect little transaction there. TJ Burns says, "Throw it all in a bowl and go to town." TJ, you are my man. So last night I made chicken for supper because Cindy works late, so it was just me and my boys. So like we had chicken and rice with some macaroni and cheese, and we didn't have any clean plates, so I just threw them all in a bowl, everything in there. Threw some barbecue sauce in it. Bada bing, bada boom. Dinner is served, right? Man, if Cindy would have saw it, she would have flipped out. She may have had a mini panic attack. She's like,
man,
go ahead.
Like the KFC makes them, the chicken bowls. It's got like the chicken.
Those are gross though.
Corn, the cheese, the gravy, like all mixed into one. Like I love that.
Really? That's gross.
I showed my daughter, she would probably freak out because everything is touching.
So there are certain things that I can't mix. Like my grandma raised me up on pot pies. When I don't know like what exactly it is in a pot pie. But those things are like the grossest things in the world. But yet I love everything like separated. I don't know. It was just something weird about that. That was weird. One of my little quirks, I guess.
It doesn't bother me at all.
So, guys, Mike and Mike Man Hour here, guys. We're live Sunday through Thursday every day at 10 p.m. East Coast time right here on our Facebook page and YouTube as well. We see all the comments on all the streaming platforms that we are in, and we're also streaming to the rtsportsnetwork.com radio page as well. Coming up on today's show, we're going to do the What Does. Me and Mike, we've been letting it brew for like a little while, and it is that time to let out the What Does. We also got some fan submissions of the night as well. So if you have any What Does that you want to get to us, put them in the comments and we'll get them out there. And then on the bottom half of the show, we're going to talk a little bit of Richard Sherman, some COVID-19 baseball, what exactly is going to happen. And TJ Burns says, I was just about to talk about the KFC Bowl. It's the best thing ever. TJ, I guess you and Mike can go to KFC, and I'll go to Popeyes, because Popeyes is better than KFC any day of the week. But Mike
is right, man. That those things are the truth. Yeah, I think I might get one tomorrow. Now that we're talking about them, they're delicious, man.
You know what, Mike? Let's give away a KFC gift card to some of our top fans. So if you are a top fan here on the Mike and Mike Man Hour, and you would like a KFC gift card, hit me on the inbox, and I'll give you a $15 gift card.
We'll buy you a KFC bowl because they are the shit.
There you go, guys. We're going to take a quick little break, and after the break, we got the infamous What Does. Mike, we'll be right back. Alrighty, guys, welcome back to the Mike and Mike Man Hour. TJ Burns come up with a hot take on the break there. He says, give him a KFC bowl and a bottle of whiskey. He is golden. Mike, does that not sound like your brother from another mother, or what, man?
You sure we're not related? I mean, a KFC bowl and some whiskey?
Shit, man.
Man.
That sounds like a Friday night down there in Texas, huh?
Yeah.
So, Mike, it is that special time of night when we get to the What Does. So let's go ahead and play that sound effects, and you can take the wheel, my man.
What of the night goes to the Seattle Seahawks. If there is any reason to fire your GM, this is the reason. You traded 2 first-round picks away. Your 2021 and your 2022 first-round draft pick and a 2022 third-round draft pick and a decent safety, all for Jamal Adams and a 4th-round draft pick in 2022. What? I'm going to say it. I know we've tried to keep it cool on this show. Seahawks, what the fuck? I'm not even...
So my first what the of the night is everybody that is wearing masks. Yes, I understand that our states are telling us to wear the mask to be safe and whatnot, but leaving your nose outside the top of the mask because it's, quote, hard to breathe, you are doing yourself a disservice right there. You are completely wasting your time, wasting your energy of even putting on the mask. Why even bother if you're going to leave your nose hanging out? I saw the perfect meme, Mike. It is like wearing underwear with your dick hanging out the top. Makes no freaking sense, man. Come on, people, put your nose in the mask.
Okay, so I before I get into this, Mike, if I did a screen share, would they be able to see?
Yes, they will, man. They will be able to see your screen.
Good. Let me talk about this first, and I'm going to show you guys this video. So, my last what the of the night is going to be going out to the mainstream media. There were a group of frontline doctors who got together today and had a huge conference about COVID-19. And for those of you out there, continue to listen to Fauci if you want to. We are all, if you want to continue to do that, fine. We are sheeps, and we are being lied to. I'm just gonna play this video. This woman was so passionate. This is a frontline doctor. Let's just get to the video.
Upset. Why I'm upset is that I see people that cannot breathe. I see parents walk in. I see diabetics sit in my office knowing that this is a death sentence and they can't breathe. And I hug them and I tell them it's going to be okay. You're going to leave. And we treat them and they leave. None has died. So if some fake science, some person sponsored by all these fake pharma companies comes and say, oh, we've done studies and they found out that it doesn't work, I can tell you categorically it's fake science. I want to know who is sponsoring that study. I want to know who is behind it. Because there is no way I can treat 350 patients and counting, and nobody is dead, and they all did better. And then you're going to tell me that you treated 20 people, 40 people, and it didn't work. I'm a true testimony. So I came here to Washington, D.C. to tell America, nobody needs to get sick. This virus has a cure. It is called hydroxychloroquine, zinc, and Zithromax. I know people want to talk about mask. Hello? You don't need mask. There is a cure. I know they don't want to open schools. No, you don't need people to be locked down. There is prevention and there is a cure. And let me tell you something. All you fake doctors out there that tell me, oh yeah, I want a double-blinded studies. I just tell you, quit sounding like a computer, double-blinded. I don't know whether your chips are malfunctioning, but I'm a real doctor. I have radiologists. We have plastic surgeons. We have neurosurgeons like Sanjay Gupta saying, oh yeah, it doesn't work and it causes heart disease. Let me ask you, Dr. Sanjay Gupta, hear me. Have you ever seen a COVID patient? Have you ever treated anybody with hydroxychloroquine and they died from heart disease? When you do, come and talk to me. Because I sit down in my clinic every day and I see these patients walk in every day, scared to death. I see people driving 2-3 hours to my clinic because some ER doctor is scared of the Texas board or they are scared of something and they will not prescribe medication to these people. I tell all of you doctors that are sitting down and watching Americans die, you're like the good Nazis, the good Germans that watch Jews get killed and you did not speak up. If they come after me, they threaten me. They've threatened to, I've gotten all kinds of threats. Oh, they're going to report me to the boards. I say, you know what? I don't care. I'm not going to let Americans die. And if this is the mountain, if this is the hill where I get nailed on.
So, yeah. And you know what? There was a huge conference about this. You can go watch it. I posted it on the Facebook. We'll post it on Mike and Mike's Man Hour page. It's very lengthy, guys. It's the whole thing is about 7.5 hours. If you've got that kind of time or you want to watch it. But there was no mainstream media talking about it at all. No press coverage. Because in my opinion, it doesn't fit their agenda. Mainstream media, what the fuck are y'all doing?
My next what the of the night is going out to Keelan Allen. If you guys have not been following us on Facebook, you should be, or join one of our trash talk groups, you should be, because I posted this earlier today, and Keelan Allen says he is a top receiver in the NFL and the best wide receiver in the AFC West. First things first, my man, you don't even make our top 10 receivers going into the 2020 season. So how can you be a top receiver in the AFC West when I would take Cortland Sutton over you from the Denver Broncos, Tyreek Hill. Hell, I would take a tight end over Mr. Keelan Allen. You get the what the of the night, man. You got another one, Mike, or you want me to go again?
No, that's it. That's all I got. Those two just kind of pissed me off for the night. I'm done.
Okay, so I got some fan submissions of the what does, and the first one is the Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. fight. Like the fan that submitted this us to via Twitter says, first things first, I am 20 years old, and like I don't know who any of those people are. I'm like, well, first things first, man. You don't know who Mike Tyson is. What are you smoking? Mike Tyson is probably one of the greatest boxers ever, and Roy Jones Jr. is one of the best rapper athletes ever, right? I'm not for sure if he had a very good, successful boxing career.
Roy Jones Jr. was a boxer now. Come on now.
He was a rapper first, right?
He had hands. Why did that have a heart? What the hell was that?
Somebody's sending some love over there, Mikey.
No, I think I hit the little react button on accident. My bad. Roy Jones Jr. was a boxer now. He has some hands. I'm really excited for this fight. Both of them are, around the same age.
50, 60.
If you haven't seen Tyson in these little promo videos he's been doing and his working out, look, there goes my little heart. Oh, it's cute. You haven't seen Mike Tyson looks in shape, bro. He looks like he can knock somebody out. I'm excited about this.
So the what the is actually going out to Roy Jones Jr. because he posted some footage of like him boxing, but he was in sandals. Roy Jones Jr. What are you doing wearing flip flops in the boxing ring trying to promote a promo video? You get the what the. And the next what the of the night is going to go out to Lou Williams of the LA Clippers. This man left the NBA bubble to attend a quote a family matter. On the way back to the bubble, he stopped by this infamous strip club called Magic City. He said he went in there for 20 minutes to get some wings. My man, I've been to strip clubs, and if you are going there for food, you are out of your God-loving mind. I mean, if you like cockroaches running across your food and stuff like that, yes, I've heard people say, "Oh, those wings are the bomb there." I mean, what the hell? What is up, Jameson? Lou Williams, man, get your mind right, bro. Come on, wings at a strip club? What the, bro? And my man Brandon Coombs in the chat says he was actually going for some thighs, not those wings. But I mean, come on, man. Like, why are you going to leave the NBA bubble to attend a family matter and just like make a pit stop to a strip club to get some quote wings on the way back? Like, when I heard this story, I'm like, man, I'm so glad we're doing what the tonight, man. So guys.
That's epic. I love that comment. He went in there for some thighs, not some wings.
So we do have some people popping up in the chat here. What is up, Jameson? What's up, Brandon? What is up, TJ? What's up, Josh? What is up, Mommy Riders 45? That's kind of a weird name, but
my boy Dub J. What up, Dub J?
Alrighty, guys. So we're going to take a quick little break. On the other side of the break, we're going to talk a little bit of Delvin Cook, Richard Sherman. And, of course, we got to talk COVID-19 and the whole baseball situation. How bad is baseball going to fuck up our NFL season? That's the question that I'm going to pose to you, Mike LeBlanc, when we come back to break. Right after this, guys. Welcome back to the Mike and Mike Man Hour, guys. Michael Buckhuster here with Michael Blog. Guys, we're still giving away that $100 Amazon gift card. All you got to do is like our Facebook page, share this with a couple friends as well. You get entered to win that $100 Amazon gift card. We give it away as soon as we hit the 500 like button. Mike LeBlanc, Brandon Coombs came to us with some breaking news, and he says this just in. Lou Williams is out with the shits because he's got the COVID from the Magic City.
He ate the raw chicken. That's what happened.
And then Jameson said while we're on break there, the Clippers need Lou Williams to win the championship. Well, we don't really care too much about NBA here because this season is a wash, and the Clippers aren't going to win because LeBron is the GOAT of all time, the greatest of all time. So,
wait, hold on. What? You can't just sneak that by. Did you just say LeBron James is the GOAT?
Yeah.
Did I hear that right?
You heard it loud and clear, my man. Much like Derrick Henry is only the 7th best running back going into 2020.
So you're telling me LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan?
Yes. Mike is speechless over there. He is speechless.
You are fucking out of your mind if
let
you
me
were
tell you this. If LeBron James played basketball in the era of Michael Jordan, his size, his strength, he would have easily won 7 championships easily on this. So you put LeBron James on those Bulls teams. LeBron carries those teams, all of them, to at least 8 championships, at least.
Not even better than Kobe.
Yes, he is. I don't want to disrespect the passing or the deceased, but you guys are giving Kobe all of this credit only because he died young.
No, I'm not giving Kobe the credit because he died young. No, yes. What are you talking about? No.
Kobe is maybe a top 5. He's not even top. No. He barely makes the top 5. I put Larry Bird over Kobe Bryant.
Oh my God. I cannot believe the blasphemy that is coming out of your mouth right now.
I would put Shaq over Kobe.
You need to go home.
I am home.
Turn this off, go upstairs, go to bed.
Did you yourself? Go to your corner.
Did you put Shaq over Kobe?
That may be a stretch, but they're probably right there. Like they're neck and neck.
No, sir. Oh my God, guys, please in the comments, please back me up. Kobe is on the same tier as Shaq? No.
Jameson says that Kareem is the GOAT. I would probably put Kareem up there.
You could argue Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the GOAT. You could argue Jordan and Kareem all the way around.
So right now in the chat we are 50-50. Brandon Coombs is riding your butt saying, "Oh yes, I do love LeBlanc over there." But then Jameson says LeBron is an all-around better player, and I have to agree.
No, James. No, he's not. No, he's not a better all-around player.
Because James, he doesn't have that quote killer mentality.
A better all-around player than Kobe or better all-around player than Jordan?
Both.
No.
Put them together and you might equal LeBron James.
Put Kobe and Jordan together and they'll equal LeBron.
Close. They'll probably be like a 1A, 1B.
I don't know if we can be friends anymore after this conversation.
We are best friends. Deal with it. So moving on to baseball. We don't talk basketball on this show. This is a baseball and football channel. Buck, I am not effing nuts. Guys, all the knowledge is up there. Numbers lied to you. My eyes don't. My eyes see greatness when I see Kobe Bryant walk into the court. The only thing that LeBron James is going to lose this season, I said Kobe, but I meant LeBron. My bad. The only thing that LeBron James is going to lose this season when he walks on that playoff basketball court is his hair, because he can't have his barber there in the bubble to weave in his hair like every other day.
Oh my God.
Kobe Bryant, or sorry, I keep saying Kobe. LeBron James wins another national title this season. Moving on to baseball. What everybody came here to hear. 14 players did test positive for COVID-19 from the Marlins this past couple days here. Started with one player, and then it quickly grew to 4, to quickly to 12, to quickly to 2 staff members as well. The Phillies and Yankees canceled their game tonight because that is where the Marlins played, was at Phillies when all this COVID happened. And obviously the Marlins canceled the game versus the O's because they simply did not have enough players to roster. So first things first, Mike, what does this mean for baseball in general? Do you think we're going to complete a baseball season?
Man, I'm still stuck on this LeBron and Michael Jordan thing. Baseball? No, yeah, I think we'll see a full baseball season. I really do. Michael Jordan is a better basketball player than LeBron James. That's final, okay?
Who's a better baseball player, LeBron James or Michael Jordan?
Michael Jordan? He played baseball.
So did LeBron James.
Not professionally.
True. Jordan was actually a very underrated baseball player. But
very. Yes, I do think we will still have a baseball season, even though they're in this bubble or whatever. And I don't think it'll have any effect on the NFL whatsoever. NFLPA just signed off on the plan, so did the players. I think we are a full go with football season. Matter of fact, didn't teams start today on training camp?
So as far as the NFL goes, the first couple 3 or 4 days is nothing but COVID testing. Like they're kind of being isolated. They're getting tested 2 to 3 times. Trying out your pads and helmets and like meetings and like all the protocols and whatnot. So I wouldn't be surprised on the NFL side if we had probably 10 to 12 players test positive for COVID in the next couple days, and there's going to be a big panic, like a big uproar. Oh, shut down the season, yada yada yada. So the only reason why I'm bringing up this COVID thing was because on your they said that there is a cure. My thing is we can only run from COVID for so long.
Exactly.
It is.
I'm going to tell you when COVID's going to be over. Yeah. I'll tell you when it's going to be over. In November.
Oh yeah. I mean, well, it will still be around just like the flu, but then it'll be just like another one, swine flu, the N1A, like H1, etc. But on the other side of the coin, the Major League Baseball and the Players Association did discuss playing in a bubble type atmosphere for roughly a couple minutes during like the league meetings and whatnot before the season actually started. So then you start raising the questions. NBA hasn't had any COVID positive cases in their little bubble in Orlando. Hockey never had any COVID cases in their bubble either. Should a baseball have played in a bubble?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I mean, it sucks. It sucks in the traditional way when I'm watching baseball on TV. There's no fans in the stands. There's no noise. There's no,
Well, they are pumping crowd noise into the speakers of your TV, which like at first I'm like, well, this is fucking stupid. But then I'm like, well, it just sounds like a real game now.
Virtual fans.
Yeah.
But irregardless, we still have sports on TV.
Right.
So yes, keep them in a bubble. Right. Number 2, with football, I think football needs to be done the same way. Keep it in a bubble until, about a month, and then just let them go after that. But COVID shit is fucking stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I have to agree with you 100%. And like earlier, I made a comment of like saying, true or false, the bubble should have been played, or the baseball season should have played in a bubble. I'd probably say 80% of the people said true. There were a couple people that said false because of the whole logistics issue and like whatnot. But if you would have broke it down into 4 centralized locations, like you had Arizona, maybe like Kansas City and like New York, and maybe like down south in like Florida or somewhere. I mean, you could have basically had a schedule with those, 4 locations. You're looking at with like 8 teams like per spot there to make it 30-ish, So mean, it could have definitely have been happening. It could have happened easily, but
Yeah, if you're not going to have fans in the stands,
right.
It doesn't matter where you play, because the only real reason why you have home field advantage is because you have your fans in the stands.
Right.
So if you're going to keep them in the bubble, you're not going to have fans in the stands. Then or not. The NFL's not going to keep them in a bubble. But if you're going to put them in a bubble, I like your idea. Do it in a dome stadium. The Cowboys Stadium comes to mind just because it's a huge ass stadium. The Raiders Stadium, it's a brand new stadium, state of the art. New York, and then Kansas City or Seattle, just locations that are like spread out in each part of the country, and boom, you just go there, and that's where you're going to play. If we're not going to have any fans in the stands, what does it matter if you're playing at home or not?
Yeah. And think about how much money they would save on travel too. I mean, like, they are bitching about not making like enough money this year, but it is costing them hundreds of thousands of dollars every week to fly around the country and play these games and whatnot.
The question: do you think that football tickets will be cheaper this year than they've normally been?
So I don't think football tickets are going to really affect too much because of the fact that because I believe it was New York said they're only going to allow 25% of their fans into the stadium anyways. And if you jack the ticket prices up too much, they aren't even going to show up like at all. To be honest.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if they lower them, not more people, but you will fill those seats up because everybody's scared of COVID, right? So I think if you lower the tickets, you'll have a much better turnout. I mean, regardless, you're not going to have the revenue generating year that you've always had year after year.
Right.
You're not. Every NFL team, you're going to take a hit this year.
Yeah.
That's just what.
Yeah, that is 100% correct on that. There is going to be a financial burden moving forward in the NFL, but the NFL is probably a league that can handle the financial punch in the throat, but something like soccer or even hockey or maybe even NBA probably wouldn't be able to take as much as a financial hit as that. I think that's the only reason why we're seeing NBA is because they needed the money to stay afloat. So let me ask you this question. Now, training camp does start officially tomorrow for all 32 NFL teams, and we've seen COVID hit the baseball world the first weekend that it has played. When we have COVID cases, and I repeat, when we do have COVID cases in the NFL, is the NFL going to freak out and shut down?
Say that one more time.
When we have positive COVID cases in the NFL, is the NFL going to freak out and shut down?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Yeah. I think we'll be okay as far as NFL goes. If we do have any positive COVID cases, they won't allow any fans in the stands whatsoever. So that's probably what I'm going to go with on that one. So guys, let's go ahead and move on. Next topic here, obviously, is going to be Jamal Adams to the Seahawks. As Mike alluded to in his the Seahawks gave up 2 first-round picks, a third-round pick, and their safety for Jamal Adams. And in return, they obviously got Jamal Adams, and I believe it was a 4th-round 2022 pick as well. Mike, with the addition of Jamal Adams to the Seattle Seahawks, are they Super Bowl locks in the 2021 season?
No, I don't think Jamal Adams boosts them up that much where they're Super Bowl locks. Are they Super Bowl? I think they were Super Bowl contenders before Jamal Adams even coming on.
Facts.
I think it makes them. I do think it makes their defense a lot stronger. Jamal Adams may be the best safety in the league.
You are correct. He may be the best one.
So, I mean, it does give that defense a huge boost in the passing game. Not only that, he can run up and he can get in between the tackles and tackle too. So, I don't think it makes them a Super Bowl lock at all by any means. I don't think there's any Super Bowl lock in the NFC at all. I think it's going to be up for grabs between Seattle, the Packers, The Saints and the 49ers. No, Dallas is not going to fucking
49ers are going to miss the playoffs, son. Get out of here. Like by that talk.
Defense is too great. It's just they're not. Their defense is going to carry them again this year. And I think Jimmy G gets a little better going into the season too.
Yeah,
but
I do have to agree with that.
Go ahead. Those are the 4 teams that are going to be fighting for the Super Bowl. The Cowboys, no. Not Packers, excuse me. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, no. No. Those 4 teams are the king of the NFC going into this season, and they are going to be the ones fighting for it.
Jameson is triggered in the chat there. They said the Seahawks do not even have a pass rush, plus their offensive line is weak. But we'll go ahead and move past that point. So like I was saying last night, safeties are a dime a dozen, just like running backs. Like I think, because if you think about this, yes, a safety can quote ball hawk the whole field, but they can only shut down one half of the field. There's still a whole other half of the field that they have to defend. Think about this: when you are in Pee Wee football, where do they normally put the slowest, weakest kids? Safety.
When
you're in junior high football, where do they put the slowest, weakest kids?
Safety.
What about high school?
Safety.
What about college?
I won't say safety because I've seen some damn good safeties come out of.
There are some damn good safeties. I ain't going to lie. But the reason why they're playing safety is because A, they can't catch the ball. B, they probably suck at route running. And 3, they only know where to put their head where it doesn't belong. So they're all not quite all up there, like upstairs, right? So they play safety because they're not as fast, no hands, and they're not really football IQ. So
Jameson, hold on, Jameson. Tampa is not going to be in the conference championship, bud. Tampa barely squeaks into the playoffs, and they're a one and done in the playoffs.
They only squeak into the playoffs because they're a weak ass schedule too.
Exactly.
So and he is not triggered, but he's writing in like all caps there. Come on now, man. Get out of here with that crap.
Jameson? I thought we were friends.
Yeah, damn, holler, maybe. So, Mike, can I go out on a look? Let's go ahead and digress from this Jamal chat. Let me adjust Jameson here. Alex Smith was cleared to play football. 100% cleared, ready to play football. I would almost take the Washington Redskins over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers further in the playoffs.
100%.
With Alex Smith.
100%.
So, come on, man. Like, Tampa Bay is not going to win the Super Bowl. They're not even going to make the Super Bowl. And Jameis Winston is still not a top 10 quarterback.
That bullshit again.
You know what? Alex Smith is probably a better quarterback than Jameson.
You mean Jameis Winston, not Jameson?
Yeah, sorry, Jameis.
Yeah.
Well, and Jameson too, but
I mean,
but anyways, back to what I was saying. So you put basically the kids that can't catch, not very good route runners, but they're pretty decent at football at the safety position all through Pop Warner, junior high, high school, and college. Where do you think those kids end up in the NFL? Same spot that they've always been, right? Safety, because they can't quite catch the ball. So pretty much they are diamond. What is it? You can plug and play a safety in pretty much any formation. Why? Because there's really only 4 coverages that you can play. Period. Right? You you got the money, you got the grass. That is man to man. Cover 1. Then you got the sky. Cover 2. You got cover 3. And you got cover 4. You can disguise them. You can try to hide them all you want. But at the end of the day, there's 4 coverages in the NFL: man, zone, cover 3, and cover 4. Oh, I guess you do got a prevent too. So I guess 5, right? So safeties are plug and play. Seahawks are not a lock, but they're still my Super Bowl favorites coming out of the NFC.
They gave away one of their safeties, which is a decent safety, by the way.
And also on the flip side, Jamal Adams is still a free agent at the end of the season.
Yeah.
So you gave away 2 first-round picks.
They've got to give him a mega contract, too.
Yeah, because they've shown that they're going to pay their guys, right? What they gave Bobby Wagner was $100,000, right?
Yeah. No, Jameson. Tom Brady is not going to prove us. He's going to prove us right. That's what he's going to do. Tom Brady is a system quarterback. I'm telling you, Jameson.
let me go ahead and jump into the chat here. God, I didn't see this. Why is Alex Smith dumb if he plays football again?
Yeah,
I mean,
why
he is medically cleared. He would easily be the comeback player of the year if he even played 5 games. Easily be the comeback player of the year. This kid almost died. And my old coach there, Rob Mays, just popped into the chat. Yes, we're talking about your Tampa Bay Buccaneers there, Rob Mays. They suck. Deal with it.
Horrible.
Jamal Adams has 2. No, he has a 5th-year option, Jameson. So this is his 4th year on his rookie deal, going into a 5th-grade option. Tom Brady is not the GOAT, guys.
Oh, Tom Brady is not the GOAT.
Peyton Manning is.
Brandon, come on, bro.
All right, guys, so moving on to the next topic here. Delvin Cook announced on Twitter that he is going to show up for team activities. And then his agent says, no, he's going to hold out. Delvin Cook is scheduled to make, I think, $600,000 this season on his 4th year of his running back deal. Should Delvin Cook hold out for the Minnesota Vikings, Mike?
Yeah, he should. He's worth more than $600,000 in a season.
Stay healthy, right? I mean, he tore his ACL his first year. Second year, he was on off the field a lot. Last year was his only good year that he has ever had.
But he was healthy last year, so
right.
And he proved like, hey, he proved last season I can stay healthy, and I'm a beast.
Okay, so on the flip side of this, he hasn't believed until August 3rd to whether report to camp or not with COVID-19 concerns. If he were to say that I don't want to play the season because I'm scared of COVID, he could get a opt-out or he could get a buyout of his contract for $150,000 this season, which comes off his contract for next season. So basically holding out for the 2020 season like without holding out, right? Should he do that? If he's going to hold out, he should do that because he still gets a little bit of money, that $150,000, plus the Vikings will see how much he actually needs him this year. Then he might get that mega contract deal or whatever that he is looking for.
Yes. I don't think he needs a mega contract like let's say like Zeke.
He was asking for Zeke money, I thought.
He doesn't need Zeke. He's not. No, you can't ask for Zeke money, homie. You're not Zeke. You haven't produced every single season like Zeke did. During his 4 years as a rookie, Zeke led the league in rushing and touchdown 3 out of 4 of those years.
Right.
So you can't ask for Zeke money until you can do something like that continuously. Like, I don't think there's another running back in the league that should ask for Zeke money right now. There's no other running back that has done what Zeke has done.
Nope. So just to add to the point there, I mean, the shelf life of a running back is six years. He is entering into his 4th year of his deal. He's already torn his ACL. Second year, he had a bunch of hamstring issues and whatnot. So, I mean, judging by the history of his injury-prone season, it would not surprise me if he would not get hurt this season and then definitely diminish his career, like his chance to getting that big payday per se. However, his only way to sign a big deal, I think, is going to be with the Minnesota Vikings, and I don't think they have cap room to sign him to a long-term big deal because they have Kirk Cousins wrapped up. They have what's the receiver that they just signed for a big deal? I mean, they don't have any money floating around to give him.
It's not even that they have money. It's just he doesn't need a mega deal. He's worth 15, 16 million a season.
That's a lot of money for a running back. I'll give him 5-6 million tops. They drafted a kid his second year in to replace him. I forget his name. I think it was like Madison or Mason or something. Just like that. He is a Delvin Cook 2.0. He is a cheap man's Delvin Cook. But so you are saying that he should hold out for the 2020 season?
Yeah, I mean, I would. If you're only going to pay me $600,000, I mean, to us, that's a lot of money. You know what I mean? But
what team out there do you think needs the services like a running back like him?
The Bengals. I know they got Joe Mixon, but the Bengals.
I would take Joe Mixon over him. He's proven a little bit more durability.
Not after Delvin Cook's season last season. The Raiders.
No, they just drafted what's his face?
Yeah, but we're going off somebody that's proven, not
Is he proven though? 1 year? Can you really say a guy's proven after 1 year?
I mean, Zeke did.
True. All right. So moving on to our last topic of the night, Richard Sherman. Jameson would love him. Richard Sherman, he's a pretty good cornerback. Some would say a lockdown cornerback. But last year in the Super Bowl, he pretty much got exposed. But however, did you know that he has only allowed 17 touchdowns with 39 interceptions over his career? My question to you, should we base his career off of the one game that everybody saw in the Super Bowl, or actually what his career has been?
So he's only allowed 17 touchdowns his whole career.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not for sure how they fill that out. Like, hey, I was guarding this guy at off the line, or this is all off of a football alliance.
Going with this, and we don't have much time left, so I'm just going to go ahead and answer your question. He's not a Hall of Famer. In my opinion, not a Hall of Famer. Is he a good cornerback? Yeah, he's a good cornerback.
Even better trash talker, right?
Yeah, even better trash talker. Is he a Hall of Fame cornerback? No. No, he's no Champ Bailey. He's no Deion Sanders. No.
So when
Darrelle Revis is a better cornerback than I don't even think Richard Sherman could lace up Darrelle Revis's shoes.
Yeah, Darrelle Revis could lock down literally a third of the field, and he could play man to man on your best receiver day in and day out. But the reason why I brought this up is because we have many people out there that judge greatness off of Super Bowl rings, that judge greatness off of what have you done for me lately, right? So all of us saw the Super Bowl game. All of us seen Richard Sherman get burned 2 or 3 times deep over the top by Tyreek Hill and Sammy Watkins, and I believe Hardman even burned him too, right? But I did not know that 17 touchdowns allowed and with 39 interceptions, that is a crazy stat. Like I had no idea he was that effective in his zone corner little spot that he plays. So
it's just like Jameson said, he's a zone cornerback. You know what I mean? But in my opinion, to be a Hall of Fame cornerback, you've got to be a zone and you've got to be a man-to-man. I've got to be able to put you on anybody's best wide receiver, man-to-man, every Sunday, and you lock them down.
Yeah, so, I mean, Jameson's point here is as Revis only played one side of the field. Most corners only play one side of the field. Most defensive ends only play one side of the field. It's just, I mean, that is just where you're comfortable. So, do I think he's a damn good cornerback, even though he did get exposed in the Super Bowl? Yeah, I would still love Richard Sherman on my team. Do I think he's a Pro Bowler? Yeah, I would take him on the Pro Bowl too. Just because he had one bad game does not make for a horrible career, and that's going to take me straight into the 2-minute warning, Mike.
That'll bring us to the 2-minute warning.
And tonight on the 2-minute warning, guys, I am going to tell you, stop using stats to judge greatness of players. Use your eye test. Actually, watch the basketball games. Watch the football games. Watch the baseball games. So just because this wide receiver only has 2 catches for 10 yards, look what he was doing to the safeties. Was the safety coming up over the top to double team him, do a high-low bracket every time? Was the linebacker sliding out to help him out as well? That is how you define greatness. Not for your 2,000-yard seasons or 5,000 yards passing. a.k.a. Jameis Winston, is still not a top 10 quarterback. My eyes tell me that he is barely top 32. There's a reason why he's not a starting quarterback in the NFL. So, as a fan, as a player, as a realist, stop judging people by their stats. Use your eye test. Mike LeBlanc, any closing thoughts before we head out?
No. Training camp starts 5:13. Teams football season is upon us. Let's go.
All right, guys. That is it for the Mike and Mike Man Hour, guys. Tune in tomorrow, 10 p.m. East Coast time. Have a great night. We're out.